Alright, so the first thing we're going to start with is 2 cups of flour. So this is a gluten-free flour. This is an all-purpose baking mix. Cup for cup, you can use any other type of mix. Just be careful whether or not if your mix has xanthan gum or not. This one does have xanthan gum, so I don't need to add any more extra xanthan gum. The next thing you'll need is 3/4 cups of sugar. So this is just plain regular sugar. Is 3/4 cups of butter. I've used salted butter. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar or tartar, not sure how you pronounce that, 1 egg, and lastly sprinkles of your choice. You can also use icing sugar, but in this case I'm going to be using red sprinkles and multicolored sprinkles. Alright, there you have it. Let's get baking. Alright, so you want to start off first adding in your butter. So make sure your butter is at room temperature or else it's going to be crazy hard to beat. Kind of get started on your butter a little bit. So I'm going to be adding in my sugar. So this is my 3/4 cups of sugar. And you want to beat it until it's nice and fluffy. You don't want to do this by your hands or else you'll melt your butter and that would just completely wreck the chemistry. So you want to beat it till it's nice and fluffy like so. Next you want to add your egg and your vanilla. So crack in your egg. And then add a teaspoon of vanilla. And mix it all up. Alright, so in a separate bowl you want to get your 2 cups of flour. So I have 1 and 2 cups of flour. Get a teaspoon of baking soda. There you go, teaspoon. And a teaspoon of cream of tartar. And then next, a pinch of salt. Give this a good swirl. Make sure it's all mixed together. Alright, so now you have all your wet ingredients mixed up and you're dry, so you can slowly add it in. Kind of mix as you go. And when you get tired of beating, because it gets harder and harder as you come in, your boyfriend comes in.
Oh, oops.
Alright, so it's been 60 minutes, so it's time now to roll it out. Alright, so I have my surface well floured as well as my rolling pin. Make sure it's well floured and that way it doesn't stick, so let's get rolling. Okay, once you rolled it out to 1/4 inch, you want to now get your cookie cutters. I have my cookie cutters. I decided to kind of go different shapes, so I did a tree, kind of a Mr. Gingerbread Man, and Mrs. Gingerbread Man. So those are our cookie cutters, so I'll start cutting out the cookies. So now our little guys are ready for the oven. So we'll put them in at 350 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how golden you want them to be.